6 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Daman Zaman. The headlines. The Prime Minister has called for collective efforts and unity to achieve development goals and economic stability. The Deputy Prime Minister says the Pakistan Embassy in Tehran is in constant contact with the Iranian authorities in Yazd city after the tragic bus accident. The Speaker National Assembly says Pakistan is committed to further strengthen bilateral ties with Belarus. Pakistan and Germany have expressed a commitment to deepen bilateral cooperation in trade and investment. In the Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, the Modi-led New Delhi government has deployed 300 additional paramilitary companies to suppress the freedom sentiments of the Kashmiris. 52 Palestinians were martyred in the unabated Israeli attacks across besieged Gaza during the last 24 hours. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Mohammad Shahbaz Sharif has emphasized the need for collective efforts to achieve development goals and economic stability. Addressing the Youth Convention in Islamabad today, he said the government is focused on public welfare agenda in collaboration with all the stakeholders. The Prime Minister said the 1973 Constitution is a binding force for political and social integrity and unity. He said Pakistan faced the challenge of terrorism and suffered a loss of $150 billion. The Prime Minister said Pakistan armed forces and the people from all walks of life have rendered unprecedented sacrifices in the war on terror, and over 70,000 people lost their lives. Shahbaz Sharif said the time has come to forge unity in all ranks to achieve social and economic progress with consensus. The Prime Minister urged the youth to engage with small and medium enterprises for their economic empowerment and skills development. He said banks have been asked to provide at least 40% of loans to the small and medium enterprises to promote small businesses. Shahbaz Sharif said the key to Pakistan's progress is in the hands of the youth, and this is the reason the government is fully focused to empower them. The Deputy Prime Minister and the Foreign Minister Mohammad Isaghdar says the Pakistan Embassy in Tehran is in constant contact with the Iranian authorities in Yazd city. He also expressed his heartfelt condolences to the families of Pakistani pilgrims who lost their lives in the tragic bus accident. The Deputy Prime Minister said he has instructed Pakistan's ambassador in Tehran to ascertain the exact situation and provide swift medical relief and recovery services, as well as arrange repatriation of dead bodies to Pakistan. He also thanked the Iranian government for their assistance and help. The Speaker of the National Assembly, Sardar Ayaz Sadiq, says Pakistan is committed to further strengthening bilateral ties with Belarus, particularly through enhanced parliamentary engagement. During a meeting with his Belarusian counterpart Igor Sergeyenko in Minsk, Ayaz Sadiq emphasized the need to deepen parliamentary relations between the two countries. The Speaker reiterated Pakistan's support for Belarus at international fora, including the bid to join the Shanghai Cooperation Organization. Speaking on the occasion, Igor Sergeyenko expressed his gratitude for Pakistan's consistent support at the international fora. He welcomed the visit of the Pakistani parliamentary delegation as a significant milestone in strengthening ties between the two countries. Pakistan and Germany have reaffirmed their commitment to deepen bilateral cooperation in trade and investment. A consensus was developed during a meeting between Minister for Commerce Jam Kamal Khan and Germany's Federal Minister for Economic Cooperation and Development Svenja Schulz in Islamabad today. The meeting focused on advancing economic collaboration with a particular emphasis on sustainable business practices and labour standards. The ministers also discussed the potential for increased collaboration between the respective business communities. The discussion highlighted National Compliance Centre, an initiative led by the Ministry of Commerce to promote labour compliance and social responsibility in Pakistan. This is Radio Pakistan. The President Asif Ali Zardari says the youth of the country is blessed with immense potential and there is a dire need to provide them opportunities to highlight the name of the country. He was talking to the newly elected president of the Oxford Union Society, Israr Khan Kakar, in Islamabad today. The president said Israr Khan Kakar's election as president of the Oxford Union will encourage other young people. He congratulated Israr Khan Kakar for his selection as the president of the Oxford Union Society. The president said election of a Pakistani youth belonging to Balochistan as the president of Oxford Union Society is a great honor. Pakistan Army's Major Sania Safdar, who is serving with the United Nations force in Cyprus, has been awarded Certificate of Recognition for advocating gender equality. The award, issued by the New York-based United Nations Department for Peace Operations, was presented to her by the Special Representative of the United Nations Secretary General in Cyprus, Colin Stewart. Major Sania Safdar, on the occasion, said receiving the certificate is a testament to our commitment to gender equality. Created in 2016, the United Nations Military Gender Advocate of the Year Award recognizes the dedication and efforts of an individual military peacekeeper in promoting the principles of United Nations Security Council Resolution 1325 on women, peace and security. In the Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, Narendra Modi-led Indian regime has deployed nearly 300 additional paramilitary companies in the Kashmir Valley ahead of the so-called assembly elections. The deployment of the paramilitary companies would further exacerbate the already grim human rights situation in the occupied territory. These paramilitary forces have been stationed in different areas of the Kashmir Valley. The deployment suggests that a war is being waged against Kashmiris instead of the democratic exercise in the name of elections. The All Parties Hurriyat Conference spokesman, Advocate Abdul Rashid Minhas, in a statement in Srinagar, denounced the heavy deployment, saying that the military build-up reflects India's iron-fisted approach to suppress the Kashmiris' freedom sentiments. Turkish Foreign Minister Hakan Fidan and his American counterpart Antony Blinken, in a telephonic conversation, have discussed efforts to secure a ceasefire in besieged Gaza. Turkey's Foreign Ministry spokesperson Anshu Kisheli in Ankara said the two ministers also discussed regional developments. 52 Palestinians were martyred in the unabated Israeli attacks across besieged Gaza during the last 24 hours. The martyrdom toll of Palestinians in the Israeli aggression since October 7 last year has now risen to 40,223. In Congo, more than 100 people are missing after a boat capsized in the territory of Kutu today. The International Day of Remembrance and Tribute to the Victims of Terrorism was observed all around the world today. Acts of terrorism propagating a wide range of hateful ideologies continue to injure, harm and kill thousands of innocent people each year. On the occasion, Pakistan joins the international community in honouring the lives lost and the survivors of terrorist attacks. The three-day Uchal festival in the Kailash Valley in Chitral district began today. The festival, marking harvest and threshing of wheat crop in the valley, is a significant cultural celebration. During the festival, Kailash tribe expressed their gratitude for the blessing of good food and abundant crops. And now cricket. On the opening day of the Rawalpindi cricket test match against Bangladesh, Pakistan were 127 runs for the loss of 4 wickets a short while ago. Earlier, Bangladesh won the toss and decided to field first. And finally, the weather report. Partly cloudy weather is expected in most upper parts of the country during the next 12 hours. However, rain, wind and thunder showers are expected in Islamabad, Upper Punjab, Dera Ghazi Khan, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, northeastern Balochistan, Gilgit-Baltistan and Kashmir during evening and night. Heavy falls may also occur at isolated places in northeast Punjab, Upper Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and Kashmir during the period. And that is the end of this news bulletin. For more news and analyses, log on to our website radio.gov.pk, and you can also watch the live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.